Hi friends, Miss Carrie here from the West Haven Public Library, and welcome to the Summer Sunset Lantern how-to video. Let's go over all the supplies before we get started. You should have a glass jar, some tissue paper, a tropical tree silhouette, a battery-operated tea light, some glue, and a paintbrush. You're also going to need some scissors, and if you'd like to keep your work area neat, you should put a cover or some paper down. Okay, now that we've gone over all our supplies, let's get started. We're going to be adding layers of glue and tissue paper strips to the jar to create our sunset. And we'll be starting at the bottom of the jar. So what you're going to do first is spread a ring of glue all around the bottom of the jar. Once you've done that, add the first layer of tissue paper, which will be brown. Tear or cut the brown paper into strips. They don't have to be the same size and they don't have to be perfect. In fact, it's probably better if they're not because it will give the lantern a more realistic look. Wrap them all around the gluey part of the jar. Now gently spread another layer of glue all around the tissue paper. Now it's time to add the yellow layer. First, spread another ring of glue around the jar above the brown layer. Tear or cut the yellow paper into strips, wrap them around the jar, and add a layer of glue over them. Next up is our orange layer. Add a ring of glue above the yellow paper, wrap the orange tissue paper strips around the jar, and finish with a layer of glue. Now we'll move on to the pink layer, and we'll follow our pattern of placing and spreading a ring of glue around the jar just above the orange layer, tearing strips of pink paper and wrapping them around the jar, and then spreading a layer of glue around the pink paper. Our last layer is the blue layer, so what you're going to do is add glue to the remainder of the jar all the way to the top. Tear your strips of blue tissue paper and wrap them all around the rest of the jar, and again finish with a layer of glue around the blue tissue paper. Take a look at your jar and see if any of the tissue paper is sticking up or sticking out. If it is, just take some glue and spread it all around until everything is flat on the jar. You can also look at the jar and see if there's any holes or tears, and if there are, just take a little piece of tissue paper, place it over the hole or tear, and just spread some glue over it. Now it's time to add the tropical tree. Spread some glue on the jar and place the tree along the brown tissue paper. Glue down your tree. Continue to add glue until the entire tree is glued down. Let the jar sit and dry before you light it. It's time to light our lanterns. Turn on your battery-operated tea light and place it in the lantern. Turn off the lights or wait for it to get a little dark and enjoy your beautiful summer sunset. Okay, my friends, that's all the time we have for our craft today. I hope you had fun making this beautiful sunset lantern, and I hope that you are all enjoying your summers, and I get to see you very soon. Bye, have a good day.